Public defender versus private attorney. What's the difference? My name is Geoffrey Purrier and I'm a criminal defense lawyer here at Cofer Connelly in Austin, Texas. If you've searched public defender versus private attorney, you're probably facing a criminal charge and trying to decide what kind of lawyer to hire. That's a big decision and it's normal to be confused or overwhelmed. In this video, I'll explain how public defenders and private criminal defense lawyers differ, how cases are typically handled in the Austin area, and how to think about what's right for you. Before we get into it, let me be clear. At Cofer Connelly, we respect public defenders. Many of them are extremely talented, hardworking lawyers. But there are real differences between a court-appointed lawyer and a private firm like ours. We are former prosecutors now fighting for your rights. We have a 93% case dismissal or win ratio, and we're an award-winning law firm with dozens of top-tier awards for Texas criminal defense. Who gets a public defender? First, not everyone is eligible for a public defender or court-appointed lawyer. In Texas, you must typically be found indigent, meaning you don't have the financial ability to hire a lawyer. The court looks at your income, your assets, and other factors to decide whether to appoint counsel. If you qualify, the court will assign you a lawyer, sometimes from a public defender's office, sometimes from a list of private attorneys who accept court-appointed cases. You don't get to interview multiple lawyers and choose the one that you like the best. The court makes that decision for you. One of the biggest differences between public defenders and private attorneys is caseload. Public defenders often carry a very high number of cases at once. Many of them do incredible work under that pressure. But the reality is, when a lawyer has hundreds of open files, it can be harder to give each case the time, the attention, and the communication that it deserves. As a private firm, we control our caseload. At Cofer Connelly, we limit the number of cases we take so that we can dig into the details, investigate thoroughly, and stay in regular contact with our clients. When your future is on the line, that time and attention matter. Another difference is resources. A private firm like Cofer Connelly can often bring in investigators, experts, and specialized testing more quickly because we're not bound by the same budget structure as many public systems. We can decide, case by case, what tools and experts we need to challenge the state's evidence. As former prosecutors, we use those resources strategically because we've seen from the inside what can push a case towards a dismissal, a reduction, or even a not guilty verdict. Our 93% dismissal or win ratio reflects how seriously we take that responsibility. Finally, there's the question of fit. With a public defender, you usually meet the lawyer after they've been assigned to you. With a private lawyer, you get to choose. You can look at background, experience, communication style, and decide who you trust to stand between you and the government. At Cofer Connelly, we know criminal charges are not just a legal problem. They're a life problem. We make sure you understand what's happening at every step, what your options are, and what we recommend based on our experience as an award-winning Texas criminal defense firm. If you're trying to decide between staying with a court-appointed lawyer or hiring a private counsel in Austin or anywhere in Central Texas, it's worth sitting down and having a conversation. Call Cofer Connelly or visit coferconnelly.com to schedule a confidential consultation. We'll talk honestly with you about your case, your options, and whether hiring a private defense team makes sense for you. I'm Geoffrey Purrier with Cofer Connelly. When everything is on the line, you deserve a defense that fits your life and your future.